Like, why am I not getting the ball 25 times again?
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm just trying to. I'm trusting the coaches, and I trust in what they're doing.
Yeah.
So,
did how last season played out let you have that trust where it's like they eased you into it, and then the Penn State game came, and all of a sudden the carries came?
I mean, last year it showed how much the coaches trusted me. So,
Having someone like Paris Johnson Jr. as a tackle, someone that's one of the best tackles in the country, what does it just mean do for your confidence, your running ability, knowing that he's going to be up there leading the block for you?
Shoot, Paris is a dog, man. Paris, my whole line is dogs, full of dogs. So whoever I'm running behind, man, I got confidence, trust that they're going to do what they need to do.
The run, I'm sorry if you've already been asked about it, the run you broke, the 40-yarder you had earlier in the game, how did it feel to break off a run like that?
Sure, it felt great. I know I had one of those last week. This week, it felt good again. Good again.
It seemed like you had a pretty wide open hole in that play. Kind of take me through what you saw.
I just saw the outside, hit the outside. And then, the receivers, they were blocking very well on the perimeter. And then, number 8 started running in front of me. So,
The 8-yarder looked like you made 3 cuts right there. Like you added wiggle to your game.
Yeah.
You must be a hell of a dancer.
Yeah. I mean, I've been had that wiggle.
That's nothing new.
No, nothing new.
Their performance the last couple of weeks, does it feel like the backs are more that coach is gonna be 50-50 with the balance, run pass?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I trust Coach Alford and what he's doing. And me and Maya, I mean, we celebrate each other's wins, and we proud to see each other eat.
So a bit of a different question. What would be your go-to post-game meal?
Go-to post-game meal? I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to have to pass on that.
TreVeyon, you're up 24-9.5, but certain ways it's sloppy in the first half. You come out and score twice to end any doubt. How important was that to kind of supply that knockout punch?
Sure. I mean, it was very important. I know we talked in the locker room as a team, and we just said we got to get it together. And we came out, and I knew I had to get something done. We knew we had to get something done, and we came out and did that.
I mean, how satisfying was that to know, okay, we ended this, any doubt about this one?
Say that again.
How satisfying was it to know that, okay, we did what we had to do, we put this one out of reach pretty early?
Sure. I mean, it was very satisfying. It was very satisfying.
You take more pride in like running over guys this year. Already in the first 2 games, you've had a couple of plays where you've been really knocking guys back, like you at the point of the attack and everything like that. I know last year was a lot of big plays down the field, but is that something that you were able to work on over the offseason and implement this year?
Sure. I think. Ask that question again.
Like the physicality in your running, I guess. Like the first 2 games, obviously, was the Brandon Joseph play in the Notre Dame game. Now there was a couple of times in this game where you really knocked guys back in the secondary and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that something you've been priding yourself on this year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it was sometimes last year where I came in and I was knocking linebackers back, and I'm just trying to continue that on this year. I mean, most people, they saw those big runs at the beginning. So when we got to the end, they didn't see those runs where I was knocking the linebackers back. But yeah, this year I'm just trying to continue that, keep that going. I mean, the expectations as a running back at Ohio State, you gotta be physical, you gotta run hard, you gotta make people miss, and so I'm just trying to live up to that expectation.
TreVeyon, the offense looked a lot like it did last year, putting up over 40 points, running the ball a lot, and Stroud throwing touchdowns to Harrison and whatnot. What have you seen from just the offense in practice, and most specifically the receivers that help you guys just maintain the explosiveness and the athleticism and just the overall offensive ability from last year?
Sure, I just know those receivers are very hard workers. I mean, all the receivers, they work very hard. Like I see those guys before practice putting in work, after practice still putting in work. I mean, those guys, they work very hard, and the relationship they have with the quarterbacks, I mean, it's strong, so it makes it very easy for them to just click in the game. I got other running backs who can make plays also. I mean, it takes that load off.
Do you like the balance that you guys have struck these first 2 games with you in mind?
Yeah, I love the balance. I trust Coach Alfred and what he's doing, and I love it.
Are you seeing holes open up easier this year than last year?
I mean, it's a little bit too early to tell. It went the same way last year. It was big holes towards the beginning of the year, and then towards the end of the year, things got a little bit tougher. So it's just about keeping that consistency from the beginning of the year towards the end. So,
Do you see the offensive line looking pretty well for you right now? Obviously, you guys are averaging, I think, 7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
How do you feel that you're seeing things with that offensive line in front of you?
I mean, it's working great, but our main goal is to not get too complacent. We gotta bring that same mentality every week, and we gotta keep going.
Run us through that play of the long run in the first half. You got caught there on the sideline, trying to get to the end.
I thought I was out, but I was seeing on film they do have a couple of players who can run, so I knew there's going to be somebody, one of those players that I had to outrun, and it ended up being number 8. He had some wheels on him, so I give him credit for that.
You guys had 6 plays of 40-plus yards today. I mean, how big is that for you guys just to really have those explosive plays?
Sure, it's great when we can get going like that, man. Sure, it's, like I said earlier, like it's dangerous.
People want to sit there and pit you and Mayan against each other, but just talk about how you guys work together and split those carries.
Yeah, I mean, fans, whoever, the outsiders always doing that type of stuff, but we're all about the brotherhood over here, man. He love to see me eat, and I love to see him eat, man. Ain't no competing with each other. We try to eat together.
Does that help you think, when you guys can both take a healthy load of carries and kind of keep each other fresh?
Yeah, it definitely helps a lot. I mean, it takes the load off on each other, and it keeps us healthy and fresh. So.
Dallin had some nice runs there at the end. How happy were you to see him get his first carries?
Very happy. I mean, I know he's been looking for that. He's been putting in the work, and he finally got his chance and opportunity to go out there and show that.
What's made him, what are maybe the things that are impressing you most in practice that you think people will still continue to see from him?
Shoot, just the way he's run. I mean, he runs hard. That's what I mentioned earlier, that he runs very hard.